Hello, and welcome to another stream of the ultimate hardcore Shiny Manectric Hunt. My name is Ectric, and we are here in yet another stream where we will be, once again, embarking on a quest to find this frickin' shiny already. Holy cow. We are at 5,100 encounters, over that at this point. We're going to keep on hunting, see if we can't get a few hundred more tonight, and, you know, maybe we'll get a shiny. Who knows? Probably not, but, you know, one can dream. Eventually it'll be happening. But I just gotta say, this song is a bop. Holy cow. It's so good. What is it? I don't know what this song this is, but it's so good. Starting early? Yeah, gotta start it a little bit early. I figured, you know, I'm ready. Might as well. But thank you so much for joining tonight. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. And here we are. Let's get some shinies. Or shiny, I guess. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, yeah, I think it is. Oh, man, it's so good. I'm absolutely going to be vibing to this. But thank you so much, Luigi Dragon and Crunchy, for joining the stream before it even starts. We shall see if we can't find it. Imagine it was just like the first one. Just immediately. Also, I shouldn't be using speed up. That's cheating. Oh, I forgot to, start my counter program. There we go. If only. Yeah, it would have been... imagine if I had gotten a shiny first one, but it was like a Wingull. and I phased. That would hurt. Honestly, like, I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen. Like, every single time I go live with this game, I theoretically could get a shiny like 3 minutes into stream, and then just have nothing to do for the rest of the stream. Yeah, I never thought of getting a shiny of a different Pokemon. Yeah, it's been in the back of my mind. Like, the percentages are on my side in terms of like Manectric and Electric are both like the most common ones. But it's not exclusive. 3-minute long stream. Honestly, power move. I like it. Did I click the button? Oh, whatever. Dubido, welcome to the stream. Good to have you in. We're just vibing. Back from vacation, PokeFan. Good to have you in. Hope all is well. Also, let me know if the audio is a little too loud or anything like that. It might just be that my headphones are a little bit louder than the stream is picking up. I think it's probably fine based on the, like, levels of the volume bars, but just want to make sure. Alrighty. I need to click off of that and onto here before I press the 1 button, because when you press the 1 button, it goes to, like, a different scene in OBS. Audio balance sounds great to me. Perfect. Glad to hear that. Glad to have that. I mean, I'm glad to have that too, I suppose. Won't be long, but I thought I'd pop in. Doodle, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you in. Hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Stopped an entire series to do this series, just so we just continue the actual ultra hardcore nuzlocke at the front of the shiny. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't have any of that set up. Like, I don't have the next game prepped. I need to, like... I guess technically I could just start the next game, but I'd need to figure out what, like, the situation is that I'm doing, which game I'm picking, and stuff like that. I'm almost halfway through Bandcamp. Ooh. GG's. Bandcamp was always so exhausting, but it was always, like, so much fun. You got the best jokes out of Bandcamp. It was the best. I miss, well, I don't miss Bandcamp specifically, but I do miss, like, being in marching band. Disappointed about one thing. Collectibles store was very overpriced, and the anime merch store had practically nothing of interest. Ah, that's a shame. I went to a convention that had a bunch of anime stuff and recently, and I got to you know, buy a bunch of stuff from like local vendors and stuff, so that was really cool. Including a couple things in the background, including this little Pokeball that has a holographic Eevee in it. Anything else in the background? If you were to look like slightly farther over in that let me just my other hand. In that direction, if you off camera, there's a Yoshi holding a knitted Master Ball, and I got that from the anime convention as well. Exhausting, but arguably one of the best parts of the summer. Yeah, yeah. Everyone is just like constantly laughing because everyone's exhausted. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, and horseradish is not an instrument either. Just for clarity's sake. Mysterious hole. What? We're gonna Zentama raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Chris, Poke Ranger. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. For those of you who are new here, my name is Ectric. I'm a Poketuber by trade. I do shiny hunting streams. Technically, this is also a hardcore nuzlocke series, so I do those every once in a while. I also do other games like Baldur's Gate or Party Animals or Wii Sports Speedrunning. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, consider liking this stream and subscribing to the channel so you can catch more of these as they come out. Regardless, though, I really, really appreciate you coming in tonight. We are hunting for a shiny Manectric. And we are over 5,000 encounters in. And nothing yet. So we shall see. We haven't phased either, so no shinies whatsoever. But welcome in, Avery. Welcome in, Nope on a Rope. Love the name. Welcome in, Microwave. Good to have you in. New cam angle. Yeah. I got the side angle for when I'm doing like games on like the Switch or like any console, and this is whenever I'm playing on a computer. This was actually the camera angle I used last night when you were hopping in. Ectric, long time no see. Good to see you again, Poke Ranger. I hope you've been well. Appreciate you coming in. Guess I'll have to return this mayo to Walmart. My band teacher's gonna be pissed. Technically, you could use it as like a percussion instrument and just like hit it with like a spoon or something like that. Makes a little slapping noise. Zen, thank you so much for joining. Everyone, go check out Zentama if you have not already. Definitely an up-and-coming streamer. Go check out his stuff. Does some Resident Evil stuff. Does a bunch of other gaming content. So if any of that sounds interesting, definitely go show some love. Need sleep, but I'm looking forward to telling you about my adventures after vacation the week after next week. Looking forward to it. Good luck with the rest of the band camp. They say he Lai Lama. Apparently they say he Lai Lama. Magic is not your most recent sub now. Oh, thank you so much. No put a rope. Love that you're gonna be able to come in on these streams, and I hope that you will enjoy. It takes a few minutes to update, so, and you have to be a have public subs on for it to update. So if it does not update on its own, I apologize. Chris, thank you so much for subbing as well. Appreciate both of you. We've been doing this hunt for technically 2 years. I haven't done it much, but I have been technically doing it since 2022. I started this series in 2022. Considering there's new people here, this series is basically where I play through every game that has a Manectric in it, and I hardcore nuzlocke it until I can get access to a Manectric in the game, and then I shiny hunt it. So for this game, I hardcore nuzlocked it up until after the 4th badge, where I could surf over to this area here, which is where the first Manectric spawn, and now I am shiny hunting. And I will be doing that for every game that Manectric is in. For any games where you can access it, but only by like trading between games, I will hunt it in a game that does have it, and then play the hardcore nuzlocke up until I can trade in the game. Which for like Fire Red and Leaf Green is actually like beating the game, so that's going to be some of the harder hardcore nuzlocks. But others, it's going to be like hardcore nuzlocke until the first major town. And that'll be nice and easy. So, if you're interested in any of that, we're eventually going to get a shiny of this, theoretically. And then I'll go to a game that has better odds, so that I don't have to go through this again for a while. Love Pokedubers, they actually read comments, unlike Microwave. I try my best. Sometimes I get sidetracked on a tangent, and I have to catch up, but I'm lucky enough that I'm still able to keep up with all of the chats, at least for the most part. So the Manectric encounters counter the total counters or just this game? Praying for the former for your sake. It is the well, this is the first game I did. I have not gotten any Shiny Manectric, so this is the total encounters for this game. And technically the total for all games as well. Honestly, that's a good idea, though. I should definitely add a counter for the total count. You listen to your games and stream, and the ones I like, so make sense to sub. I appreciate it, Chris. There's some good games in there, so I am a big fan of Pokemon, obviously. I also do Baldur's Gate once a week with Chev Studio, Lumion, and Sassy Minx. Those are on Wednesdays, so you just missed it. You'll have to catch it next week. And then, yeah, just Party Animals. I speedrun Wii Sports, although I haven't done that in a while. I just set it up so that I can speedrun the Bully Melee speedrun in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, bunch of stuff. Thought you were a fan of Digimon? No, never really was interested in Digimon. You know. That's what this series is, Ectric? I actually never knew what it was. Thought you just said Shiny Hunt in the middle of a nuzlocke. No. No, the whole point is to get to Manectric and then Shiny Hunt it. I did this on purpose. This was on purpose. Fairly Odd Parents reboot is really getting good. They brought back Vicky for an episode. Now Foop, or IREP, as he now goes by, is back to get revenge on Poof/Perry. Oh, I see, because he goes by Perry now, so his name is flipped. Gotcha. Interesting. I don't know if I could get past the animation style personally, just because it's so iconic the original one is so iconic for me and nostalgic, but it sounds cool. Get this man the Shiny Manectric already. I am planning on, in the next game I do, making it one that, you know, is more likely to get a shiny. Because if you look at the thumbnail, the logo says Shiny Manectric Hunt 2022, and then I've crossed it out twice for the extra years. I don't know how many more times I can cross it out. It's going to be like 2031. I'm gonna have the entire logo is going to be covered with numbers that are crossed out to change the year. You listen to School Spirit by Kanye West. I don't really listen to Kanye West, so no. When will we bring the coding stream back? We missed it because you were sick. That's a good point. Honestly, maybe I'll do it sometime next week, because I really want to set up some of the stuff that I have planned for that stream. Granted, I'm not gonna be able to finish it in one stream, but I want to set it up so that I can make a redeem to do text to speech. So you can like pay channel points to have your message read aloud. So I want to create a Python code that reads the chat, checks to see if the redeem went through, and then takes that and uses like whatever the message is and whatever voice you choose to play a message using an AI voice. And then we can like do like voice recording sessions where I do impressions of different voices that you want, and we'll use my voice doing an impression of another voice as like the baseline for the AI to use. Because I don't want to steal anyone's voice. I feel it feels icky to use like AI voices of like real people or real people's voices. So I really wanted to do my impressions of it, so it'll be slightly worse, and then the AI will make it worse anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alpha step, Sigma step? Wait, what have you been giggling over? Luigi Dragon? I hope this doesn't go to 2031. It probably will. Oh, sample fact check. Yes. Ash, welcome to the stream. The cat fact is, giant strawberries can grow as large as apples. That is enormous. Oh no, my cap. Oh well. Alex Armor, welcome to the stream. Good to have you in. Honestly, pretty excited to see how things will go. Seems like the new MC girl's friend is potentially getting manipulated to help the anti-fairies destroy Fairy World. Oh, cool. Sorry, it took me a second to realize we were still talking about Fairly Odd Parents. A little suggestion, have you ever thought of doing a nuzlocke, but viewers could send in videos to make you laugh, which in turn would kill a Pokemon? I have not thought of that. That's a great idea. I'd love to do that, because I laugh so freaking easily. How does one change the setting for the most recent subscriber to refresh? It's a good question. I think you have to go into your settings and make it so that your subscriptions are public. And then you would probably have to unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I think that would be how you do it. Zen, thank you so much for lurking. The logo getting crossed out and extended over and over. That is indeed one big strawberry. Oh, that's what made you laugh. Yes. It entertains me as well, and I think it's going to get more and more ridiculous the longer this takes, so I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm like, I did not want to sign up for a forever series, although I kind of had the feeling that it might be. Granted, if they keep ignoring Manectric from and not including it in the new games, technically there is an endpoint. I was expecting oh yeah, eventually I'll have to add in Gen 9 because this series started right around when Legends Arceus came out. So they had I was like, oh yeah, it's not gonna be in Legends Arceus because that's not in the Sinnoh, but it might be in Gen 9. It'll probably be in Gen 9, and I'll have to add those games in and do the hardcore nuzlocke of that, and then nope, apparently not. My message just looks like I said big ass. Big ass strawberry. That's funny. Did you listen to the entire Zed disc? I accidentally, what happened was my browser crashed, and I lost the link to it, so I'll have to go back and re-grab it, because when I was setting up for Baldur's Gate, my browser completely crashed and stuff like that, and I had to close everything and turn it back on. And it didn't save the link, so I have to go back to Discord and grab it again. Shiny appears at 6144, which is exactly 3/4 odds. Honestly, I'd take it. It's probably 4 or 5 streams from now, considering I only get through a couple hundred each stream, but that would be dope. Love series where we try to make you laugh. I would love that. Honestly, I've thought about doing a try not to laugh speedrun. Maybe do I was thinking maybe one of the Wii Sports ones, 4-person golf or something like that, because it's about 20 minutes, and I think that's reasonable for me to actually have a chance at finishing the speedrun. I feel like I could possibly hold off laughing that long, but I'm really bad about laughing. I laugh just as a reaction to normal sentences, so I feel like it would be a massive undertaking. The getting scared. There we go. Nope, on a rope. Perfect. Beautiful. There you go. I did the thing. Hey, let's go. Let's get some hype for Nope on a rope. But yeah, so I did the Hororio Odyssey speedrun, and I was really good at not getting scared. Granted, there was only one way you could possibly scare me, and I was constantly on guard for it. So I'm fairly easily scared IRL, but there's no real way for you to scare me without being in the room with me. So I only ended up getting scared once at the very beginning of the stream, and it just became a really bad speedrun of Mario Odyssey. But I think that making me laugh, it's going to be a lot easier to do that with media share and stuff like that. Never thought my Brawl vids were so comedic. See, I just laughed there. I just laughed. My Snapple Cat fact: did you know subscribing to Ectric and friends actually helps a lot and makes good times last longer? Oh, that's so sweet. I hope that's true. Ectric better be in ZA. I don't know if it will be. I don't know. Was it in Gen 6? It might have been. If it is, I would be overjoyed. Would definitely hunt that one immediately. I have 1 in 8,192 chances of being correct. Technically true, yeah. If you get it right, go buy a lottery ticket. Feel special now? Oh, yay! Did I increment? I don't think I did. What? Crunchy? Pooh is on the wall. He's on the effing wall like a spider. Like Winnie the Pooh? Oh, you're trying to scare me. I see. I want alphas back in PLZ. I mean, I don't know that they will do that. I feel like they're gonna have a new gimmick, but it's possible. I feel like it's gonna be related to like almost like radiation from the weapon being fired. Or actually, I know what it's gonna be. They're gonna bring back Mega Evolution. It's gonna be like wild Mega Evolved Pokemon that like can't get out of Mega Evolution. Pooh, your guinea pig. Oh, I see. That makes more sense than Winnie the Pooh. Need to get a lottery ticket if all 3 Johto starters are shiny at once in Heart Gold Soul Silver. That would be some of the most insane. Honestly, those are the types of things where I would love to like set up. Like if I didn't already have a bunch of like really long running series, I would consider doing something like that. Like an absurdly unlikely event in Pokemon and just hunt for that. Didn't have to sneeze apparently. I thought it did. Radioactive mutation Pokemon. Honestly, play Uranium, Pokemon Uranium if you want that. That was fun. You should watch the series I did of that. It was a fun series. That game was really dope. It was very, very hard to nuzlocke though. Was the only thing. I remember doing a ton of grinding in that series and then just like continually getting bodied in battles. It was not easy. Wild Megas? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Want scary? Try thinking about Wind Waker Redeads. I think I mentioned that a while back. Yeah, those things definitely are freaky. And every time I'm in the room with one, I do go, stop. No, don't like that. You did a series on Uranium? Yeah. Maybe 2 years ago? It was a video series. Not a live series. This was before I was even streaming mainly. Like I used to do video series mainly, and then would stream every once in a while. And now I stream regularly and do videos basically never. But yeah, you can go back and watch it. It's the Pokemon Uranium Gender Lock, where I just did a nuzlocke where depending on what my first Pokemon's gender was, I was not allowed to get any Pokemon not of that gender. So I had to keep hunting in an area until I got like a guy or a girl, depending on which one I was, or neutral if I had gotten a neutral or like a no gender Pokemon, which would have been very difficult. I'll need to watch that. It was good. It was good. I had fun. Got something really scary. The year is 2025. Nobody's president. Temu is the only available market for miles. Windows 11 never got better. Yeah, but that's just going to be what happens, minus the president thing. That's just going to be the thing. Chances all 3 JoJo starters being shiny at once are 1 in 549 billion, 759 million, 813,888. Child's play. I could do that by 2040. What are Wind Waker Redeads? Oh, Zelda Wind Waker Redeads are enemies known for their high-pitched, banshee-like streaks that freeze Link with fear. Yeah, those things. So, I don't know if have you ever played Zelda Crunchy? I don't know if you have. I know you would hop in on some of the streams. Yeah, those guys. Okay, you do know what they are. I could do that in one night. Yeah, easy. Honestly, imagine if you, like, embarked on that journey, and then you got it, like, the first stream, and it was just, like, forever, everyone accused you of rigging it, but, like, you just genuinely got, like, the most unlikely odds ever. Like, I feel like that would be, like, the worst experience, the most bittersweet experience in the world, in that, like, you know for a fact you got possibly the luckiest situation in the world, and no one will ever believe you got it because it's that unlikely. I played Tears of the Kingdom. I thought the Redads were like Gibdos. Gotcha. Leon S. Kennedy is my lawyer. He will keep you safe and out of jail. Don't worry. Redads returning Echoes of Wisdom. I'm gonna definitely play that one. I still need to finish freaking Tears of the Kingdom. Start watching your Wind Waker series halfway through. Oh, okay, there you go. I might have been... to be fair, whenever I played a Zelda game, I almost exclusively try to avoid enemies, so... There's probably, it's very likely that I did not encounter redeads all that often, and just like blew right past them, and you weren't there when I encountered them. Like the one time I had to go through a room that had them. It's very likely to get all 3 JoJo's. Oh, it's gone. This playlist is good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Those things are in the Cabana Island basement. Apparently. I don't know. Have you played Twilight Princess? Yes, it's on the channel. I've played Ocarina of Time. That was my first one. I played Twilight Princess. That was my second and my favorite. I played Skyward Sword. I played Breath of the Wild. And then I played Wind Waker. And then I am like most of the way through Tears of the Kingdom, but I have not finished it because it keeps crashing and corrupting. And I don't want to have to keep going through that over and over again. And I need to take my Switch in to get renovated, or to get fixed, because basically I have to play the Tears of the Kingdom off of the SD card, because it takes up the entirety of the Switch storage otherwise, and I don't want to delete all of my other games just to be able to play it, because I played multiple games. So I have it on the SD card, but my SD port is awful. So it takes forever for the game to load, and then just from time to time will decide, oh yeah, we're just going to completely lose connection and crash the game, and then when I try to load the game again, it says that the game file has been corrupted, and I have to delete it, re-download it, and then like patch everything, and it's just like so scary, and every time I'm like worried that I'm going to lose the game file. So I've stopped playing it until I can get my Switch fixed, or just get a new Switch and put it on there. That's stupid? Yes. Yes, it is. Shiny Manectric in 6 encounters? Do you think? We'll see. I didn't think you were joking, Ash. Luckily, I have a hard copy of Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, honestly, I did actually debate just buying it again as a card. The volume jumps. He said Zant was Dobby. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He sounded like Dobby. Imagine if the Manectric line wasn't official and instead they were beta Pokemon that never got made. Well, that'd be sad. But it probably wouldn't be my favorite Pokemon then, if that was the case. Should I play with PLA or should I be late? Play PLA. PLA is my second favorite Pokemon game. I absolutely adore playing that game, and it's my favorite Shiny Hunting for sure. You have to do 80,192 to the power of 3 to determine the odds. Yep. Yep. For a second, I thought we were talking about Dobby from My Hero Academia. Oh no. No, different Dobby. I'm talking about Harry Potter, not My Hero, unfortunately. I gotta be honest, Zant's like look is more like Dobby from My Hero Academia. Going to the bathroom first? Alright, sounds good, Crunchy. Haven't thought about that series since dropping it. You stopped watching My Hero? I still love My Hero. It's great. At least in my opinion. I do have to say, I miss the earlier seasons with just like the lower stakes. I wish they had stayed in the lower stakes area for longer. Like, it felt like they were at school for like an arc, and then all of a sudden like the big bad of the series came into play, and then like almost immediately after that they were like on the front lines fighting them. I wanted more like tournament arcs and like learning new abilities arcs for in the school, where it's just like the ensemble cast like interacting with each other and having fun. I would have preferred that, but you know, that's not as shonen exciting. So honestly, I'm the kind of person where like I see a shonen that I really like the characters in, and all I want is like a slice of life version of that show. Who wins Obama or Ectric arm wrestle? I don't know. I feel like I could probably beat Obama in an arm wrestle. I'm not like super weak, and he's like older, so like I feel like I have the youth advantage. Then again, he's like probably like he could probably just like tell the Secret Service to like shoot me in the head while we're in the middle of the battles or in the middle of the arm wrestle, so like he could probably win. You found an editor for Wind Waker? Like to like randomize it and stuff? That's dope. Me and Marcus were binging it, but he was getting so caught up and invested that I practically had to consistently watch to an unhealthy degree and was getting burnt out. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm that kind of person as well, where I will immediately like binge. Like, I'll just throw it, like I'll throw it on almost like a podcast or like an audiobook, where I'll just like listen to the show and like be doing something else. And so I will, especially with the anime where they're only like 20-minute episodes, I will blow through episodes so quickly. Feed me tacos and tell me I'm pretty. Paint me like one of your taco girls. Bad PTSD memories. So I had to kind of take a breather. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, sometimes shows just like hit too deep. What other Switch games do you plan to play with viewers aside from Mario Kart and Smash Bros? Switch games specifically? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think there's any off the like the top of my head. I mean, I've played Pokemon with people like in union circles and stuff like that. But in terms of like more like party games and stuff, I mean, I could possibly do a Mario Party stream sometime, but I don't really have like a huge interest in doing that. I'd probably go for Mario Kart over that. And I don't do Mario Kart often enough that I would like want to do something different that was also party on the Switch specifically. Like, I've got a few games that go-to games that I do for whenever I'm like looking to do like playing with chat interactive stuff, and it's usually like Jackbox or I guess Mario Kart is on that list, although much lower. I'll also do like I've done Ultimate Chicken Horse once. So there's a few games that I'll play whenever I want to do that kind of stream, but I don't think there's many on the Switch specifically. Place enemies on any map. Redeads in the Forbidden Woods. Oh, Jesus. You know what I'm about to say about Mario Kart. Yes, true. Also, Ultimate Chicken Horse. Yeah, is that what I said? Is that not what I said? What about Splatoon? Never played Splatoon. And honestly, like, for those types of games where it's like, you know, I would have to get into a new series just to, like, try it out, especially if they're, like, still fairly new. Unless I have, like, a really, really deep interest, I tend to, like, kind of avoid them just because I don't want to spend a ton of money on every game that I have, like, slight interest in. I spend a lot of money on video games as is. So, I try to be at least a little bit frugal. It was Dobby's trauma? Gotcha. Just blindly defending half the crap he did regarding his dad, so eventually I had to step back and not think about childhood. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. I mean, I suppose it's a mark of the show that, like, it was able to depict it so realistically, but at the same time, yeah, it sometimes you just need to take a step back because, like, the show gets too real. And if it's not, like, bringing you joy anymore and it's, like, causing you pain, then yeah, definitely don't continue watching it. Sent that message before you mentioned Ultimate Chicken Horse. When will we get another stream of it? So I'm down to do it. I realize, though, that I am a little too competitive in that game, and when I lose, I get frustrated. So I did not like how I didn't like my reactions. Like, I I feel like I was fine, but like at the same time, like I don't like the path I was going down with it. And like I'm looking to make this like lighthearted fun, and I was finding that I was getting a little too invested in me winning. Also, the way that stream goes, or the way that video game is, it's very difficult to edit a short of the gameplay. Because it's not like you're locked on one character at any one time, so like you'd have to like move the screen around and stuff like that. So I can't really get any like shorts out of it either. But I'd be down to do it again. It just won't be as high on my list. Spent my entire life savings on that game to play it on Steam or stream. You did? Well, then I'll have to play it. I'll have to play it again. I can't be doing that to you. 1 month to go before... 1 month? It's only 1 month away? Jesus, I gotta get on that. Burnt out and actually just Googled the ending. Fair enough. I have not looked up like what happened in the manga, so I'm only caught up to the anime. And I'm kind of good with that. Already tired, so I think I'm gonna head off early. Alright, Luigi Dragon, thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Sleep well, and I hope to see you again sometimes in a future stream. Kidding, it costs like $3. I mean, still. I will play it again, don't worry. Since Splatoon 3 is at the very end of its lifespan, maybe get Splatoon 4 with the Switch 2. Perhaps. We'll see. It's funny, I'm not even looking at the game. I'm just like reading chat. I had the idea that of maybe doing another one of those like challenge streams where like going until this specific streaming until this specific things happens, and I was thinking it was going to be like a constant countdown timer of the last time someone messaged something in chat, and if it hits the if someone chats, it resets the timer, but if I ever hit 0, it automatically ends the stream. I feel like that could be fun. Need to decide what I want my first Planet Zoo DLC to be. There's like 17 packs all with new animals and building pieces. Cool. Never played Planet Zoo. The My Hero Academia final chapter is in 2 days. Oh, of the manga. Got it. I was gonna say that the anime was the end of the it was the end of the season fairly recently. I didn't realize it was already back. The stream would last forever? I don't know, not necessarily. Tony, welcome to the stream. 430 chapters. That's impressive. I am kind of sad that they're like I feel like that's the type of show or like manga where you could just like go forever and just keep making arcs. But I kind of respect it for them to like be like, we have a story to tell and then we're done, rather than like doing the One Piece thing where it's just like just going on forever. How's your day going? It's going pretty well. I was very tired today. After stream ended, I ended up staying up until like 2 in the morning. So I did not get a ton of sleep, and then I went to work, and then as soon as I got home from work, essentially I had to start doing cleaning and stuff like that. So I was just very like there was no rest period really. But then after I cleaned one of the bathrooms, I decided to just lay on the bed for a little bit, and then the dog hopped up on the bed with me and decided to lay on my face. So I spent a little time just struggling to breathe, and then so that was a nice rest, and then ate some dinner and started to stream. Sleep schedules are tough. Yeah, and like my problem is I obviously want to stream, and this is the time that I can do it. So like I'm not gonna go to bed earlier, but once I get back from work, because there's like we've just been on constant like prepping for people to visit mode for like the past month, so there's been like no evenings where I can just like take a nap or like sit on the couch and do nothing all evening. So it's just been like pretty much nonstop, and I've been running myself a little ragged, but I'm okay. Eventually want to get everything, but I'm really hitting between the aquatic pack. For aquatic and subaquatic animals, conservation packs, which add endangered animals. Oh, the Planet Zoo. Got it. One Piece is in the last arc. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's finally coming to an end, isn't it? Should prioritize your sleep and rest over streaming. I mean, yes, I don't stream until 4 in the morning or anything like that. I still get like enough sleep, but if I prioritized getting 8 hours, I would just never be able to stream, which is not what I want. So I'm willing to like sacrifice a couple hours of sleep to be able to get to stream regularly. And sometimes I sacrifice that sleep to, like, you know, hang out with friends on Discord, or like do some other stuff, or like, you know, sometimes I just have to stay up late cooking or something like that. So it's like I am a night owl, and like I would not be able to go to bed earlier than a certain hour. So like my body genuinely, like, I cannot fall asleep before like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. My natural like go to bed time is probably around midnight to 1 a.m. Or actually, it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm like playing a game and I'm really invested, I could easily stay up until like 3 or 4 in the morning. But like my body is like most happy when I'm like going to bed at like around 1 at the latest. But then my body wants to sleep in until like 8:39. I have to get up for work much earlier than that, and that's the main issue. Sleep is for the weak. See? Pokefan gets it. Say as I'm debating on if I should get to sleep shortly. No worries if you have to head off to bed. I completely understand. Head down now. Go get that Manectric. Thank you so much, Axarmor. Appreciate you coming in. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Pokemon at least gave up the whole continuing a story forever and restarting with Horizons. It's true. It's true. Although I am kind of sad that Ash is no longer the main character. Like, I have no true connection to it in that, like, I barely watched the anime. And, like, I had not watched it since at the latest Hoenn. But even then, I was still sad when they announced he was being retired as the main character. One of the topics, Horizons, is really good, and I highly recommend it. I might have to watch the anime at some point, and that includes Horizons. I don't know. I just, like, I'm not a big TV watcher. And if I'm going to watch an anime, I might as well watch something that I'm not already, like, getting through a different medium. Like, I get my Pokemon fix through the games. So I don't know if I want to also watch the anime when I could be watching a different anime that, like, I don't get the fix through anything else. Like, I still need to finish, like, My Hero, or no, not My Hero. I've watched through that to present, at least. But I need to watch through the rest of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I need to finish up Spy X Family. Apparently, I only watched the first 2 seasons of Sword Art Online, so I might need to watch the remaining seasons that I missed somehow. I want to start watching maybe a Jujutsu Kaisen or something like that, or like an Evangelion or something. I don't know. I've got a long list. I also need to catch up with whatchamacallit, Demon Slayer, because I'm only up to like the Train movie. Wasn't about him being retired. The main series in general is over. Ash, Misty May, etc. are all done in terms of story. Oh yeah. But the main thing was like Ash being retired. Like all of them technically, like a lot of those characters had already been essentially retired in that like they weren't in the main cast anymore. No, Ash is my favorite Pokemon character of all time. I personally still will die on the hill of Horizons being GOAT. Fair enough. Pokemon Horizons requires no prior knowledge and actually has an ongoing plot. It's like a lot like One Piece in that it has arcs and is also about pirates. Really? It's about pirates? Actually got to meet Sarah Natacheni at Con this year. Oh, that's awesome! I just watched the Anthony Padilla video where she was on and was chatting with other voice actors about like assumptions made about the voice acting industry. She was really cool, and apparently that like getting Ash was her first booking essentially. She apparently just went straight from not having done it to like getting the main character in Pokemon, which is insane and like also really cool. But yeah, she seemed really nice, and it also like really made me feel like I kind of want to try out voice acting, because like I love doing the voices in like streams and stuff like that, and I feel like I could possibly like start learning how to do it. Technically, they're a group of Pokemon researchers, but pirates are close enough. Fair enough. It's about a girl named Liko who has an amulet, which is actually a sleeping Terrapagos, who joins a crew of pirates to escape a mob that wants to sacrifice something to get a Pokemon version of heaven. Interesting. But yeah, I've been thinking, and I kind of want to try it. Like, I don't think I'd ever get like far with it, but like maybe if like I could do some like independent stuff and try that out or something. I mean, I got the mic for it, set up for it at least. Although this is a pretty basic mic, so I might need to get something fancier, and if I ever got like serious about it. But voice work sounds so interesting. It really does, and I feel like it like pairs well, like doing like voiceover work pairs well with like being a streamer, because like it's like almost like it's not like it's similar like skill sets or anything like that, other than just the fact that you're talking for long periods of time. But I think that like, you know, the very odd work hours would be suited well to like have those mesh. So tired, can't play PL anymore. Understandable. They hunt treasure and live on an airship, so they're pirates, at least to me. Captain of the ship is a Pikachu wearing a captain's hat named Cap. Oh, that's fun. They also got to track down 6 hero Pokemon owned by a presumed dead ancient explorer. Shiny Rayquaza, Arboliva, Galarian Moltres, Lapras, Kleavor, and Entei. Interesting that they're like tasked with like capturing shiny Pokemon. Honestly, it's so cool that they added shiny Pokemon to the anime. Because like I never even knew about shiny Pokemon growing up. Like I didn't know they were a thing until I was watching like PokeTubers play and them mentioning it. I did not get any shiny until I specifically tried to hunt for one. Like, I did not have that moment like growing up where it was like, oh, why is this Pokemon a weird color, and what was that animation? Oh well, run away, or even like oh, this is a really weird Pokemon. Let me catch it. Gonna drop out for stream a bit. All right, sounds good, Crunchy. Only the Rayquaza is shiny. I mean, yeah, but still. They specifically added in a shiny legendary to like the main plot of the story, which is dope. First shiny in the show was the shiny Noctowl. Ash got a long time ago. Oh, I didn't realize. That's dope. That was after my time. I think. Or maybe before my time, after my time. It was not my time. Whatever it was. Rest are all normal. However, all 6 are absolutely gigantic and were caught in special Pokeballs. Cool. Did I increment it? Whatever. I've probably missed one at some point. Alright. Oh boy. Thank you so much for 10 likes, by the way. Really, really appreciate it. I am loving this playlist. It's so good. It's just like these are all just like bops. I love like jazzy covers of video game music. It's so good. Although this might just be a jazzy video game song. I like the is that Harmon trombone? That's pretty cool if it is. That's a pretty rare mute to see in a trombone. They're quite expensive. It might just be a regular cup mute, now that I'm listening to it. I don't know if it's Harmon specifically. Technically, it could also be plungered. I don't know. It's definitely muted. And I have a few of those mutes. I have a plunger mute. I have a cup mute. I even have a bucket mute, which is basically like this big metal, silver metal thing, and it's got like basically like teddy bear stuffing in the middle of it, and it like makes it like very, very like soft and, for lack of a better term, pillowy type of sound. Favorite Horizons character is Dot. She's a tech geek who's shy and has social anxiety, but is secretly a YouTube streamer called Neato Thing. She has a Quaxwell and a Tinkatink. Oh, that's fun! I do think it's really cool that Horizons, like, completely upended the formula of the original anime. Like, I think that they kind of had to do that. Like, they couldn't do it where it's just another kid trying to be the champion of each region. That, like, it would have just been inviting way too many comparisons between that character and Ash. So I think it's really smart that they went a completely different direction, and it's like almost like Pokemon Professor level stuff rather than like trainer, which I think is dope. Because I was always more of a Pokemon Professor style player than a trainer style player. Like, I'm much more interested in catching them all and like getting a living dex and stuff like that than you know, doing battles. Let's see. Still nothing, huh? Gotten through about 110 or I guess 111 encounters this stream. A little under an hour. Not bad. Me too, I like battles, but rather catch and study Pokemon biologies. Exactly, yeah. Like, I enjoy doing the shiny hunting and the dex filling and all that good stuff more than doing like competitive battling. I associate way too much uh-oh. Is it fine? Okay, good. Sorry, froze for a second. I thought my internet was about to crap out again. But yeah, I associate way too much of my like self-image of like my intelligence and stuff like that based on like how well I would do in like a Pokemon battle. Like I associate like how well I do in Pokemon battle to how smart I am almost, which is obviously not like logically speaking not true. But like it feels like a more like cerebral competition, and for any cerebral competition, like I kind of place a little bit of a bit of self-worth in that like I'm generally pretty smart. So when I lose, it attacks that self-perception and makes me feel bad. So I get very competitive around those types of things where it's like, if I lose, it could be theoretically perceived that I am like not as smart as one might think, and it makes it less fun. So I don't like to do it very often. The when we were doing those like streamer gym challenges, I kind of like rationalized it by saying, hey, I've got a significant disadvantage in that I have to use only one typing, which kind of helped it, but even then I still was not having fun when I was just like constantly losing. It just was like, it was just, I just was not having a ton of fun with it. I was getting very frustrated, so that is why I've not participated in anything like that since. It's also why I don't do like battles against viewers and stuff like that, because I would just keep getting my butt handed to me. Should not be so serious about battles, but after playing comp and being retired, now OMG, it absolutely ruined it for me. Now I have to look at everything from a best ability and move / stats lens. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, whenever I'm like, the way I go about it is, I go with what Pokemon seem like they will be fun to use. Like for whenever I'm playing like a new generation, I first of all only use Pokemon from the new generation. It's only new Pokemon that I'll ever use. I don't want to use any like I get no joy out of like using the same Pokemon over and over again. So I always go for the new generation Pokemon to try them out and see what they're like. And then outside of that, like in a Nuzlocke or something like that, my goal is always to be like using something that like I wouldn't have thought to necessarily use, but has like hidden potential. So like I love when I get like a Miltank where it's just like, I've never used a Miltank, but like it becomes like a beast because of like some randomized ability, or just because it happens to like have really good stats, and I just never thought to use it because like I have a specific strategy that I always use whenever I'm like playing a new Pokemon game, and just never would have thought to stray outside of that strategy. So that's the kind of the fun that I have, is just like either using new Pokemon from the new gen, or using Pokemon that I've like never seriously considered as partners, but could theoretically be good. Like I'm not gonna have fun using just like a C-Dot throughout the entire run or anything like that, but if it's like, a Crabominable. I've never used Crabominable, but theoretically, if I got one in a Nuzlocke and it turned out to be really cool, I think I would really enjoy that kind of thing. Also, second fact, parts of Wisconsin are located farther east than parts of Florida, which is true. Alright. Looks like we've made it through 125 in just under an hour, which is pretty good. Means if we go for another hour, I can get to 250. Extra encounters, that is, on top of the ones we already had. Sigilyph has become one of my favorite mons after randomly trying it, slap a life orb on it, and give it a magic guard ability, and you're sweeping. See, like, that's the kind of thing. Like, I would not have necessarily gone for a Sigilyph just based on the way it looks and the fact that it was... Uh-oh. Okay, the music just paused. We're fine. Guess I would like to continue watching. But yeah, I would not watch it. I would not have thought of it based on the fact that it's like a one evolution, and is like, it just doesn't look all that impressive. But hearing that it, like, if you give it like a couple of buffs and stuff like that, it can become like a sweeping on. I would love for like a Nuzlocke to force me into that and find a new like favorite Pokemon kind of like that. Like Alomomola, I like poo-pooed it. It was like, this Pokemon is super duper dumb, but then it, like, I get thrown into a situation where it's my only mon left after battling the first Elite Four member, and I just have to run through the rest of the Elite Four with just that Pokemon, but because it was a randomizer, it had belly drum. And it became one of my favorite Pokemon just from the fact that it was able to survive for so long by itself against the Elite Four. Like, those are the moments that I look for in Nuzlocke. Where you fall in love with a Pokemon because it comes in clutch unexpectedly. But also, it feels real bad when you're in the moment of, like, being put in that situation where a Pokemon needs to come up clutch. Like, I'd much rather just have a really good team sweep, all things considered, just because, like, I'm competitive and I wanna win easily. But considering that's not usually possible, you know. Lomomola has literally been brought up in OU, to OU in comp, flip turn, and then regenerative ability is Chef's Kiss. See, I don't even know its, like, competitive capabilities, like, regularly, because I was just, like, I was playing with it in a randomizer, so it was able to learn Belly Drum, which just made it so OP. But it was great. I love Lomomola. Good old I named it based off of the number of O's and M's it had in its name because it was just, like, way too many. So it was spelled with 3 O's and then 2 M's. It is actually one of the badges for members. I think it's for, like, after, like, you've like, for, like, 2 to 4 months or something like that of being a member, you get the VP badge, which is an Alomomola with a crown on it that says MVP. The fact that it's not a Love Disc Evo. I literally, when I was playing through Scarlet Violet and I was looking to get Alomomola, I literally caught a Love Disc to evolve into Alomomola and then realized, no, this is a completely different line, you idiot. But, like, yeah, seriously, the fact that it's not a Love Disc Evo is kind of baffling to me. Alright. Oh boy. What is your, like, what is everyone's favorite typing in this game? Because, like, mine's obviously Electric. I mean, my favorite Pokemon's Electric type. My favorite color is yellow, so it was kind of easy. I also just really liked electricity, like thunder and lightning and stuff like that growing up. Like, I used to be one of those people that, like, would go out and watch the storm whenever it happened. My dad is the same way, so I kind of probably picked that up from him. But I always enjoyed lightning, and I always thought it was really, really cool. So, like, electric types have always been my favorite. But mine's also electric. Nice. I'm trying to think of what, like, my favorite electric type it is in every game, or in every gen, I guess. Obviously, 3rd gen, it's Manectric. It's also my favorite electric type and favorite Pokemon. Voltund in Gen 8. Gen 9, I really like Kilowattrel. And then Gen 7, it's got to be a Alolan Golem. I just love the beard, and he looks like a Russian dude. It's great. Second favorite is fire. Second favorite for me is water, but fire is up there for sure. But yeah, I really enjoy Alolan Golem from Gen 7. Gen 6, I feel like there's not much. Honestly, I can't even think of Gen 6. So we'll go to Gen 5. Trying to think. I'm not as familiar with Gen 5 and 6 Pokemon. Because that's, like, that's in my, like, dark period where, like, I wasn't playing the games as they came out, so, like, they kind of bleed together for me. Honestly, Gen 7 also kind of bleeds together, but luckily Alolan Golem kind of suggests which gen it's from. But in Pokemon Horizons Roy, one of the MCs has a Fuecoco, soon to be a Crocolar, and a Kilowattrel. Nice! But yeah, I think Gen 5 electric types. Oh, Electros. I really like that one. And then Gen 4. I mean, I guess I gotta go Luxray. It's like the main one, but like I like Luxray. Gen 3, obviously Manectric. Gen 2, I mean, I feel like Ampharos is like the only choice. And then Gen 1, maybe Zapdos. Because like Pikachu is like mid for me. What's his name? Not Electivire, but the pre-vote to Electivire. What the heck is its name? I'm completely blanking on that Pokemon's name. Elekid, Electivire. What's the middle one? I'm like completely blanking. All I can think of is Electros now. But yeah, the middle one is not amazing to me. Obviously, I can't even remember its freaking name. And then, I mean, Jolteon's pretty good. It would be up there, but it's... I don't know. The fact that it's like one of 3 different typings and Evos kind of like takes away from it for me, because it's like not like an electric line, it's just an electric Pokemon. So I probably have to go Zapdos for Gen 1. But yeah, I think those are all my favorite types. All my favorite Pokemon of electric type for each gen. Let's see. I'm actually pretty tired. I might end off stream a little bit earlier tonight. And actually go to bed at a somewhat reasonable hour. Because I've definitely been pushing my luck with how tired I've been at work the next morning. So I might go maybe to 5350 encounters. And then we'll call it a night. Which will probably get me to like 1245 or something like that. So I think that's the play. We'll go 50 more encounters. Or until we get a shiny. You know. Who knows? Electabuzz, thank you! Thank you. Oh my god. Struggle bus in there, man. Just absolutely, could not, for the life of me, remember what the heck it was named. What's everyone's favorite Pokemon from each gen? Like, not regardless of typing. Gotta go. Good luck. All right, Pokefan, have a good one. Appreciate you hanging out. I wonder if there's any way to, like, speed this up at all without using, you know, speed up. Because I could just go this fast if I really wanted to. But I don't want to... It feels like cheating to do that in a shiny hunt, so I'm not. Like, obviously, I could just, like, you know, speed through all of this and just do this kind of thing where it's just, like, over and over again. But first of all, I might accidentally run away from it. But yeah, it feels like cheating if I just do that the entire time, because then I'm just, like, getting encounters much more quickly. I think it was, like, 4 encounters right there, or 5 encounters right there. Oh, and the other thing is, once I start using the speed up button, I'm, like, I start getting into the habit of just using it all the time. Which is bad. Oh, also, forgot to count that last one. There we go. This playlist has been on point all night. It's been great. I need to use this playlist again. It's so good. Honestly, I've been thinking about making my own covers of different video game music and using that as background in these types of streams so that I don't have to worry about like copyright infringement and stuff. Or finding like new playlists on online. So I think I'm gonna try and make some recordings of like very light, like just trombone, piano, and like drum, light drum background, and it's just gonna be like almost like a jazz trio, just playing a bunch of different songs, and just like basically have all of those songs on shuffle in the background. So I think that's the play. And then I could post them all to Ectric, or Ectric, rather. I was like, what the heck is my second channel's name? I haven't used it in so long. I've completely forgotten the name of it. Gen 1 Pokemon Pikachu, Gen 2 Umbreon, Gen 3 not really sure, Gen 4 either Rotom or Roserade. Oh, Rotom's a good electric type. That might beat out, whatchamacallit. Gen 5 Dewott. Gen 6 between Greninja and Pangoro. Gen 7 I have too many favorites, it's my favorite gen. Okay. Gen 1 for me, that's a good question. I don't think I've thought about Gen 1. Gen 2, probably Meganium. Gen 3 Manectric, with Blaziken close behind. Gen 4? Trying to think what like my favorite Pokemon in Gen 4 is with like my team from PLA. I don't know. Gen 4 I need to think about more. Gen 5, probably Klinklang. Gen 8, either Cinderace or Urshifu. Gen 9, Ceruledge. Good choices. Yeah, but Gen 5, I think it's probably Klinklang. I really like Klinklang. Gen 6, I guess... honestly, Gen 6 I'm so fuzzy on, so I couldn't say. Gen 7, probably Alomomola. Oh, no, Alomomola's Gen 5, isn't it? That might beat out Klinklang. Problem is I associate Alomomola with Gen 7 because that's the series I had it like go through the Elite Four by itself. So like I think it is a Gen 7 Pokemon, not a Gen 5 Pokemon, but I think it's Gen 5. So I think I'd have to put that for Gen 5 instead of Klinklang, but Klinklang's close. And then Gen 7... Oh, Wishy-Washy. Wishy-Washy is my favorite from Gen 7. Love the concept. Gen 8, I'd say... probably Inteleon. I really like Inteleon. It's just such a cool design to me. And then Gen 9, Garganacl was really, really good. I really like Garganacl. Favorite Gen Pokemon is get shot by the FBI. Oh my goodness, yeah. My favorite Gen 10 Pokemon. Honestly, Gen 10 is going to be like such a vibe to say. It rhymes, it's like, it's just so catchy. Everyone's going to think of Ben 10, the TV show from like when I was a kid. But yeah, I think that's I never said what my Gen 4 favorite Pokemon was, did I? Let me try and like play through my mind of what Pokemon are in Gen 4 that I could possibly like. It's probably Staraptor. Staraptor is really good. I actually gotta go now. Alright, Pokefan, have a good night. Thanks so much for sticking around for a little bit longer. Alright, 20 more encounters. Alright, right away. In terms of, let's go with the like favorite legendaries / mythicals from each gen, because I feel like that's a lot easier for me to answer. Gen 1, definitely Mewtwo. I feel like that's a pretty safe answer. Gen 2, probably Ho-Oh. Lugia and Ho-Oh are both up there for me. Much higher than any of the 3 legendary beasts. Gen 3, Rayquaza for sure. Gen 4, Palkia. Gen 5, I'm trying to remember what was in Gen 5. I mean, obviously Kyurem and stuff like that, but like, what was the trio in that gen? Does anyone remember? What the heck was the trio in Gen 5? Was it the Weather Trio? Might have been the Weather Trio. In which case, I guess I go with Kyurem, but like I don't have any strong preferences in Gen 5. Gen 6, it was, you had Xerneas and Veltal, and then the Swords of Justice Pokemon, I think, was Gen 6. In which case, I guess Virizion is probably my favorite. Gen 7, you've got Lunala, Solgaleo, and then the Tapus, as well as technically the Ultra Beasts, although those are technically different as well. So I'll go with both Ultra Beast and Legendary / Mythical. So we'll say Legendary / Mythical, probably the Electric Tapu. I think it's Tapu Koko. And then for Ultra Beasts, probably Buzzwole. I just love the idea of a really, really buff bug. Gen 8, I love Zamazenta. I hate how useless it is in battle, but I do love the design, so I'll go with Zamazenta. Although Eternatus is also really up there. Because I use that a ton. And then for Gen 9, honestly, I can't even remember the 4 ones you get from the stakes. Like, I can't remember the names or anything like that. All I remember is, like, one of them was, like, a snowy leopard that had, like, swords for teeth. And then another one was, like, a swamp monster. But I don't remember any of their names. So I guess we gotta go with Miraidon. So I think those would be the ones that I would pick. For legendaries and mythicals and stuff. Alright, 9 more encounters. Be so cool if we got this at the end of stream. That'd be so dope. I would enjoy that so much if we were able to do that. Probably not, though. Oh, boy. It's funny, I have such a, like, a fear of, like, having down air. Where I'm just, like, not talking. It's like, it's really interesting. Like, I feel like I'd need to constantly be saying something. I don't know if that's just because, like, I'm used to, I came up doing the, videos rather than the live streams, where it's, like, a little bit more egregious if you don't talk in a video for an extended period of time. Lucy, and welcome to the stream. Glad to have you in. We're actually just about to end off in 5 more encounters, but appreciate you coming in and hanging. Alright. Nope, nope, run, run. Run away, run away, run away. Glad I had things on my phone. What things on your phone? Like the streaming crunchy. Oh, I see. Alright, 3 more. Run. I'm playing South Park, The Fractured Butthole. How's that been so far? I've heard the South Park games are really funny and good. Absolutely fun. Love to hear it. Alright, last encounter of the night. Then I gotta go to bed. Do we get a shiny on the last encounter? No, we did not. Oh well. Alright. Hunter, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we were just ending off, but I really appreciate you coming in. I hope that you will join in on another stream. We are gonna go and pass on the love to someone else, so don't go anywhere just yet, because we are gonna pass you on to another wonderful creator. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a fun time. If you did and you have not yet liked this stream and subscribed to the channel, consider doing so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Regardless, though, we are going to show some love to another streamer and see if we can't find someone good to raid. You know what? Let's raid Chev. He's doing his subathon, so we can go show some love to him. Looks like he's currently playing Overwatch. Or no, is this Fortnite? What game is it? Oh, this is Marvel something. I see. Alright. So this is the link. We're going with hashtag Ectric raid. Pass on the love. I hope to see you over there. I hope that I will see you in the next stream, which will probably unfortunately not be until next week, as I've got company coming over again this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to stream at all this weekend. But we will hopefully see you on Monday. But until then, have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.